What's up, everybody? Time to show you a little bit of physical labor. See how things are. Jamming out with some good old classics here. Yeah. We're ready to take off the water pump and all that. Oh, look at that. New glove. Other than that, no. We're going to be taking off this unit, and there's a unit right here going to be taken off in order to get the heads off. And I said I had to deal with a few things. Had to deal with a few things, thinking I can leave the distributor on, but that's not going to happen. I'm going to have to pull the distributor off in order to get to the bolts and that for the whole thermostat area and the water pump area. So it's a mess. It's a chaos, so it takes time to do. So I'm gonna do is deal with the distributor, unbolt that, so then I could get that out. The harness is pretty well off. It's just a matter of a couple more connections I have to deal with, and yeah, that's about it. I got one bolt left that's down here. There's another tube that comes into this head, and then it comes over and connects to this rear head. And I do have the exhaust off here in the front. Once I get this unit off and make sure everything else is all good off, then I just gotta deal with the rear exhaust manifold and a couple other brackets that would be in the way. And so I'd be going underneath the vehicle in order to do. And after that, shit, timing belt and gears, I'm going to have to unbolt the gear pulleys in order to get that out, and it should be good to go. Well, first I gotta loosen up the belt with the adjustment bolt that's down at the bottom, and then I can loosen up the pulleys and everything. So this head's almost ready to get unbolted. Just gotta deal with one bolt, 2-volt, and pulley, and then be done. So let's get to it then. Set my beverage down and get to it. Now, I do have power tools, I do have air tools and all that stuff, but I'm old school. Back in the day, they didn't have the shit. It was all hand tools. You deal with what you got. So, and I enjoy that because it gives more challenging and learning experiences on everything else with a vehicle, especially on the motors and taking them apart and all that, versus sitting there cheating. Oh, I got a power tool that can zip it off. Well, no. I got that too, but fuck the power tools. Let's do it by hand. So I might have a little troubles getting to some of the shit because some of my swivels I got are broke from previous projects and I forgot to pick up more. So it's going to be interesting on some of the angles I got to get to on this unit for unbolting. So here we go. I got one bolt out, and I got another bolt that I gotta get to, which damn, I wish I have my swivel for that, but I could do. Yeah, I could probably get it. You never know. I could probably get it one way or another. Each vehicle is different. This is Crysler. It's a 97. And, you know, when they built the motors and put everything together, they made it where you can't even get to the shit. You had to pretty well pull everything out in order to do. Like the alternator, you had to pull the top bracket that holds the alternator on. And then there's a bottom bolt you had to find to get to loosen up, which the exhaust manifold was in the way. But in a way, couldn't get the exhaust manifold off because I couldn't get the last exhaust bolt off in order to get to it. So I had to figure ways to get that loosened up and out. And then the tensioning for the belt, your regular drive belt, you had to loosen up. Instead of taking your big ratchet and socket, whatever, to pull the tensioner pulley. Well, the tensioner pulley it's not spring activated. You have to loosen the pulley, and then there's another bolt that's underneath between the alternator and the air conditioning unit, which I'll show you guys. Like, okay, you have to loosen the bolt in front of this pulley. This is your tension pulley. And then this bolt, you have to loosen that up in order to make the pulley go out in order to take the belt off. Kind of fuckery, but what do you do? So that's how you take your alternator off, doing that. Yeah. Everything else, like I say, once this shit's off, it's all getting fucking cleaned off really good. And when I say clean, everything's gonna look like almost new. Except the exhaust. I'm gonna clean it off real good because with the oil and grease built up right there, clean that off and clean off the head. That's pretty oily and gunked up right there. So once it's all done and shit, like I say, it's gonna look like new. So I'm gonna put you guys back over.